is Peter Luongo, and I'm pleased to meet you. Funny, during the first session, in the middle of the first session, there was a call from Hawaii, which I didn't take. Yeah, no, that's okay. It's all good. A good friend there is celebrating a 50th anniversary of doing hula and wanted to invite me to go. That's a tough decision. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to do a bunch of stuff with you today. Nice to see you brought along your other half. You brought your better half. He's the smart half. Never mind. You're now just as smart as him. That's because you did session one. It's good. So, folks, to be really clear, everything that I'm going to do with you is about having you gain a better understanding of music, a better understanding of your instrument, so that you can make music. So the outcome of what I'm hoping here is that you become a better musician. And if you weren't one when you walked in, that you'll be one when you leave. Okay? So as we start, take the instrument, hold it across your body. Very good. You should be able to do that with one hand. If your instrument is in correct position, it could be held with one hand. And I used the same joke at the last session, so those of you that were at the last session, don't get upset. The instrument actually this is not a joke. It was intended to be played close to your heart. And I've had women say to me, easy for you to say. So I want you to know that the essence of it is that you should be able to hold it with one hand. Whether you have a strap or not, you should be able to hold it with one hand. Put your thumb on the little ledge where the uke's neck and body meet. And if you just sort of rest your thumb there, that's where you should be picking and strumming the instrument. That's the spot. They say, Daniel Ho from Hawaii talks about the 12th fret, which is the one that has double dots on it. They say that's the fret where you should be strumming, but I don't know anybody that strums up here. It's typically down here. It's not over the sound hole, all right? It's not a guitar. So you notice your thumb is there. Could you all please, with me, play your G string? Ready, go. Good. Good. And as much as you can today while we play, see if you can hear what I'm doing and match it. So right now you're playing with me on the beat, which is exactly what I want. Okay? Now you all know that the nut, that's the little piece that separates the strings right close to the head, and the bridge are important for this main reason. The space between the nut and the bridge determines the length of the string. The thickness helps determine the pitch. And so you notice you have a fat G string, and you notice how much lower its tone is. If you had a skinny G string on here, tuned the same way, it would sound quite thin. This gives it body, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, first thing we're going to do is we're going to shorten the length of our string. We're going to shorten the length of our G string. If I shorten its length by 1 fret, what happens to the pitch? It goes up. It's going to go up by what we call a semitone. So going up 1 fret is a semitone. How many frets would it take to go up a whole tone? Very good. See, semi, whole, right? So let's go up a semitone from G. Here we go. The string is now shorter by 1 semitone. The pitch went up. Ladies and gentlemen, when you sit on something sharp, what way do you go? Up. This pitch is not G, it's G sharp. Okay? What comes next in the musical alphabet? Go for it. What's next after A? Go for it. What's after A sharp? Good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of fingers. I don't know if you noticed, I actually played 4 different fingers on the 4 different frets. They align very nicely. It's the most efficient way to play the instrument. So where your pinky finger doesn't necessarily feel comfortable, it's good for your pinky finger to do this exercise. And it's good to have that finger available to you to play. So it would be more comfortable to play with the ring finger, but it limits your options. So leave your pinky finger there. And remember that expression, no pain, no gain? Get over it, okay? Now this is a B, right? What's the next pitch in the musical alphabet? That's right. If those of you play piano, you'll know there's 2 spots on the piano keyboard that have white key, no black key in between. This is one of those 2 spots. When you go from B to C, it's a white to a white key. We're out of fingers, and it's a good thing because the next note is called, and it's an open string, C. So we went from B to C. Could I have called this B sharp?
Yes.
Absolutely. And in the key of C sharp major, this is called a B sharp note. Stay with me. 1. Good. Could you please play C sharp? Please play D. Please play D sharp. Keep there. Stay there. That's D sharp. What's the next note in the musical alphabet? E, right. I could play E with my pinky, right?
Yeah.
Good. In fact, I want you to. Play it with your pinky. Now play your open at the same time. Ready? Notice they sound the same. This is one of the ways to tune your ukulele if you don't have a tuner. These two strings align, therefore they must be in pitch with each other, or in tune with each other. Better, in tune. Okay? You can do this all the way along the ukulele, by the way, with different strings. So these two E's are in tune. Go to E, open string. Here's the other spot that's got two white keys from the piano keyboard. E goes to? Very good. This is an important note on the ukulele. Stay with me in time. Very good. This is an important note. We use this note a lot. So knowing where F is good. F sharp. Very good. G. G sharp. A. A sharp. B with your middle finger. And C. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, go back to B. Very good. If you have a flat tire, what way does your car go? Very much so. Ladies and gentlemen, if I take this B note and lengthen my string by going down the next fret, what happens to the B note? B flat is next. It's a chromatic scale. A flat, G, G flat, F, E, E flat, D, D flat, C, and we're going to start on that C note. We're going to play a C major scale. Could you go C to D? Go. E, F, G, A, B, C, back to B, back to A, back to G, back to F, E, D, C. 2 times in each note. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G. You hear the way I'm calling out the notes? You do it. Starting on C. C twice. D, E. A. One time on each note, call it out. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G. Do it again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E. One more time. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, now thank you. I noticed that some of you called out, some of you didn't. I'm telling you that one really smart way to practice is to call out the name of the note as you play it. Look at the board. If you notice on the board, there are C scale notes written out, C to C. You'll notice that I have Roman numerals. Young lady, those are called Roman numerals. All us old people, we would know that, okay? Roman numerals. You notice there's the first note is called Roman numeral number.
1.
Second note, D is called.
2.
E is called.
3.
F is called.
4.
And G is called.
5.
For right now, that's all you really need. In the case of the C scale, it's completely usual for the first note, the fourth note, and the fifth note to represent the chords you would play to accompany that scale. I'm going to show you what I mean. Could you please play the C scale twice in each note, but watch my hand, my left hand. Ready? Here you go. 1, 2, ready, and. You're picking. What 3 chords did I play? Go ahead, call them out. C, G7, and F. The 1, the 5-7, because it's a G7. That's why we call it a 5-7. Okay? And the 4 is the F. Okay, now I don't know that you noticed where I played them, so I'm going to help you with this. Start playing your C note. Ready? 2, 3, pick. Which of the 3 chords could you put down right now and still be able to play that note? C. If I put down C chord, I can still play the C note, right? Play the C note 4 times and then strum it 4 times with your thumb. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, strum the chord. Go to D. Of the 3 options I gave you, stay on D, stay on that D note. Of the 3 options I gave you, which of those 3 chords could be played while you're still picking a D note? G7. Put on the G7. Does it work? Strum it. Go to E. Which of the 3 chords could I put down and still play an E? The 1. Does that make sense? I can put down a C chord and I'm still playing the E note. Make sense? Strum it. F. Which of the 3 chords could I put down and still play an F? Yeah, is there another one? That's exactly right. But I'm going to tell you, this is the 4. In this case, you're going to play it as a 4 chord. Ready, go. Go to G. All bets are off on G. Play G. Play G. Play G. Pick. Could you play a G7 chord and still keep that G down? Nope, you can't, because you'd be going to an F note in this particular chord. You'd be playing an F note. If I changed it, the F is covered, right? So here, in this instance, you could not play that F, that G with a G7 chord. However, is G in a G7 chord? Is it in any of the other chords? It's in C. And in this instance, instead of playing the root name, the G7, we're going to go back to the 1, which is the C. You can do that by simply rolling your finger down and strumming the C chord. Ready, go. Go to A. Which of the 3 chords I've given you will have an A in it? F is the right answer. Ready, strum. And B, which of the 3 chords I've given you has a B in it? It's the only one. Go. And C is rather obvious, right? So pick it. 1, 2, pick. Now strum it. Good. We're going to go back to low C. We're going to pick each of these notes 4 times, then play the accompanying chord. Call out the number of the chord. The number of the chord. Here we go. C. What number? 1. D. What number? 5, 7. E. What chord number? 1. F. What chord number? G. What chord number? 1. A. What chord number? 4. B. What chord number? 5, 7. And C. What chord number? 1. And stop. So some of you are not quite with me. Let's determine this really quickly. Watch this. In the names of the notes, C scale. C scale's first note is C. D is the second. E is the F is the G is the 5. A is the B is the and C, the top C is 1. It's a 1. Okay? Those are the notes. But when we accompany it, which 3 chords do we accompany it with? The 1, the 4, and the 5, 7. As you play the C, which chord will accompany it?
C.
1. So I want you to call out C, 1. When you go to D, which chord will accompany it? 5, 7 is right. You're going to play the D, called D, but then the chord that you're going to accompany with it is the 5, 7. And you're going to call that out. When you get to the E, what's the name of the note? E. Which chord accompanies it?
1.
The 1. Very good. When you get to the F, you're going to call out F, and which chord will accompany it?
4.
The 4. When you get to the G, it's the 5th note G, but which chord accompanies it? 1. We talked about that. When you get to the A, which chord accompanies it?
4.
The 4. The F chord has an A in it. Oh, I don't get that. Well, does a C chord have an A in it? No. Does a G7 chord have an A in it? No. So it's got to be the 4 that accompanies it. Got it? When you get to the B, you're going to call out B, and then you're going to tell me which chord will accompany it. 1, 4, or 5, 7. Which one?
5, 7.
Okay. And finally, the C is the 1. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes. Good. Have I lost anybody? Okay. So let me ask you the question. Do you understand the numbers for each of the scale notes? Yes. Good. Do you understand that it's accompanied? The scale is accompanied by 3 chords. Okay. Which 3 chords? The C, the F, and the G. 7, right? C is number 1.
Yes.
F is number 4. And G7 is number 5, 7. Those are the only possible chords that will, well, those are the chords we're going to use to accompany the scale. Yeah.
G7, the 7's what's confusing.
When I call it a 5, 7.
How to, where that is?
Oh, do you know how to play a G7? Does everybody know how to play a G7?
A full G7, yeah.
You got it.
Just,
So when we play the G7, there's a D in it, right there. I'm going to do that with you in a couple of minutes. When you do the F, there's an F in the G7, but we've agreed we're going to play the 4 chord there.
okay, you lost me on.
We're going to play the F chord for F, even though G7,
Oh, we're going to play the whole.
we're going to play the whole F chord to accompany it. First we'll pick it, and then we'll accompany it. Here's what it'll sound like when you play it. Not yet, but that's what it's going to sound like. Make sense? It's an accompanied C scale. 4 times on each pick, 4 times on each strum. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, C, pick. C. Which chord?
C.
1. D. Which chord? 5, 7. That's the G7. E. Which chord accompanies it? Very good. F. Call it out, everybody. What chord? Very good. G. Which chord accompanies it? 1. A. Which chord accompanies it? B. Which chord accompanies it? And C. Which chord accompanies it? Now we're going to go back to B. Here we go. B. Which chord? Call it out, everybody. Back to A. Which note? Which chord, everybody? 4 is right. G. Which chord? And F. Which chord? Here we go. E. Which chord? D. Which chord? 5, 7. And C. Which chord? 1. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 times in each note, then 2 strums with it. 2, then strum. I'm going to help you out just a little bit. C chord. C note, when you play it, C chord plays. So that's a 1 with the C, right? Which chord is going to play with the D?
5, 7.
See what I'm doing? I'm giving you the answers. This is the answer key. What chord goes with the 4? Or with the E, sorry, my bad. And which one goes with the F? 4. Which one goes with the G?
1.
Yes, it is there. Okay? So everybody thinks I play the 5, 7. You don't. You play the 1. What goes with the A?
4.
4 is right. What goes with the B?
5, 7.
Yep. And I'm saying 5, 7 because it's a G7. Right. And then finally with the C, the 1. Okay? C chord, G7 chord, C chord, F chord, C chord, F chord, G7 chord, C. As you pick, then strum. How many times in each note? 2. I love it when you pay attention. Ready? 1, 2, C starts. C twice, strum. D twice. E twice. F twice, G twice, A twice, B twice, C twice, B twice, A twice, G twice with C, F, 4 chord, E with the 1 chord, D, C. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't take that off the board till after the break. You can take a picture of that if you need to. Okay? That should explain everything you need to know about C scale and about what accompanies it. I would practice that, and I'm going to even give you a song to practice it with. Lucky you. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please do me a favor? Put on a C chord, but don't play. Here's what I want you to tell me. What notes are in that individual string names, what notes are in that chord while I have a C chord depressed? So what's the note on the G string? Go ahead, call it out. G, good. What's the note on C? Good. What's the note on E? And what's the note on A string? C, right? Because you got it depressed there. Guys, in a C chord, what note is G in terms of the scale? The 5. See, when you play that C chord, you're playing the G note. Then the next string down is the C, right? That's the 1. Then you play the E, which is the 3. You only have 4 strings, so that means that one of the notes is probably going to be doubled, repeated, right? Which note is it that's doubled? That's on the A string. It's the high C. Hey, 4 notes, C, E, G, C, or G, C, E, C. Ladies and gentlemen, every major chord is made up of the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th of the scale. Isn't it important to understand scales when you play? Not just for the sake of playing the scale, because it helps you to understand what you've got underneath your fingers. So you're now playing the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th. That's what makes it a scale. Put on an F chord, please. Tell me what's underneath your middle finger right now. Which note? A. What's the name of the chord? F. Which note is that in the scale, that A? 3rd. Oh, that's good. That ticks one of my boxes. Okay. What's the next string down playing? C. In an F scale, what is that note? The 5th. Oh, there's a there were 1st, 3rd, 5th. I got the 3rd. I got the 5th. I'm hoping for a root here. I'm hoping for a 1 someplace. What's underneath your first finger? There it is. That's a full F chord. A, C, F, F, A, C. That's it. What note got doubled? A. Can I tell you something? Many people in the music business would say doubling the 3rd is not really a good way to play a chord. We do it, but it's, So I could actually make this chord so that I take away the doubled A. One of those A's can change to another note. Anybody want to hazard a guess to which one? If I take away this A string and put a C on it on my 3rd fret, strum that chord once. Go. Good. Take it off, strum it open. Ready, go. So an F chord like this with 2 A's. Ready, go. Now put down the C and strum it. Go. Do you hear the difference? Hey guys, are they both F chords? Yes. Don't play, please. In one, you've doubled the 3rd. In the other one, you've doubled the 5th. What's a more, we'll say, accepted chord form? Double the 5th. That's a more accepted way to play a chord, is with a double. Do we always do that? No, it depends on what you need your chord to play. So don't worry about it, but now you're aware that that's the case. Got it? Folks, now you should now understand why chords are called C chord, F chord, G7. Well, Peter, I understand why the C chord's a C because it's got the 1st, 3rd, 5th. I understand the F, 1st, 3rd, 5th. How about the G7? Great point. G7. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So I have 7 different notes. In a G7 chord, do you have a G? It's that low string, right? In a G7 chord, do you have a B? Underneath your ring finger, right? In a G7 chord, do you have a D? Middle finger underneath it. So there's your root, your third, and your fifth. What's the only other note in a G7 chord? Okay, now it's an F in this chord. G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Well, Peter, the name's sort of right. F, it's the seventh note, but it should be an F sharp. Ah, this is called the dominant seventh chord. Without getting into all the ins and outs of it, when we play a dominant seventh note, we flat or lower the seventh note by a semitone. Are you sure about that, Peter? Oh, yeah, I am. Guys, put on a C7 chord. What's the B, which should be B natural? What do I do to it? B flat. That's why. In a C dominant seventh chord, I flat the 7. Okay, so what's it called when you play a C major 7? Or sorry, how do I make a C major 7? Not a dominant. I play it as a regular B. So here, let's play on the C chord. Open C chord like so. Strum with me. Ready? And. Go to C major 7 by putting down the B string, or the B note. Hear it? That's a C major chord. I love this chord, by the way. I think it sounds so cool. Go to the dominant 7. Watch this. This is really cool. Take all your fingers off and keep strumming. Do you know what chord that is? It's a C6, and you're wondering why. I know you know the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the sixth note in a C scale? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the name of the sixth note? A. What's the string at the top of the instrument playing? A. It's a C6 because I got C, E, G, and A, the sixth of the chord, or sixth of the scale. Cool, huh? Tell you what, play the C again. C major 7. C dominant 7. Go to F chord. Do it again. B, there's your C major 7, lovely. Dominant 7, F chord. Show you something real cool. Do it again. Something in the way she moves. Da 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 dee da dee da. Stop. You know George Harrison was a ukulele player, right? Yes, very famous ukulele. He was a huge fan of the instrument. I have no doubt that when he wrote the song Something, he was playing his ukulele. Like, I'm convinced of it, okay? So folks, in fact, I think I read it on the internet someplace, and you know if it's on the internet, it's got to be true. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've just shown you the breakdown of the C scale. I've shown you why the notes are affiliated to their note names, and I've shown you why the chords work with them. That's true of every scale. F scale, B flat, C, doesn't matter. They all work with the same structure. Okay? I want to play with the C scale just a bit, but I'm going to play with the C scale notes and ask you to play back to me. I play, then you play back to me what I played. It's called echoing. Ready? Your turn. Yeah, my turn. Your turn. Really close. My turn. Your turn. My turn. Your turn. My turn. Your turn. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play it again. I want you to play it back to me in larger chunks. Keep listening. Your turn. My turn. Your turn, go. Rest. I want you to play it. I'm going to sing the melody. You play it back to me. Ready? 1, 2, play with me. And good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We need to leave you now. Do it again. Go. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you now. Very good, ladies and gentlemen. It actually sounded like the song. Could you please sing it to me one time? Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you now. Ready to sing it and good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you the first chord you're going to play is the C chord. I want you to strum just down strokes with your thumb. Here we go. C. Keep strumming it. I'm going to sing the song. I want you to make a chord change where you need to change it. Okay? And I'm going to give you a hint. What the note I'm going to sing is in the chord that you need to go to. Good night, ladies. So far, all good? All good? I'm going to keep going. Good night, lady. Keep strumming. If you're on a G7 chord right now, you're right. If you're not on a G7 chord right now, get on a G7 chord. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Ladies, good night, ladies. If you're on an F chord right now, you're right. Because I'm actually singing an F. Ladies, we're going to leave you now. If you went, we're C, G7, C. If you did that, you were right. Strum the entire song. I'm not going to stop this time. Ready? 1, 2, C chord starts. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you now. Keep strumming a C. Keep strumming it. Soften it a bit. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to throw in a 4th chord. Does anybody notice where G7 always wants to go back to? Keep strumming, keep strumming. Where does G7 always want to go back to? C. It's a 5-7 wanting to lead itself back home. Okay? I want you to play a different different 7 chord. I want you to play a 1-7 chord. What's a 1 chord in this song? C. So a 1-7 would be a? Play it. Go. Ladies and gentlemen, if G7 wants to go back to C, where does that C7 want to go? It does. So I'm going to throw in a C7 chord. Guess where it's going to go back to? F. Okay, start on C chord and good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. There's the 5-7. 1 chord, 1 chord. F. We're C to G7 to C. Do it again and 1. 1, 5, 7. 1, 1, 7, 4. 1, 5, 7, and 1. Beautiful. Do it again. Everybody over here, strum on a C chord. Strum. Everybody over here, you're going to pick Good Night Ladies. Right here, over. You're going to pick it. You guys are going to strum it. Ready, 2, 3, start. There's your D. 1 7. F. Switch to strum pick. 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 G, C, E, C, D, D. 1 7. F. 1 5 7 and 1. Everybody please start on a strum. In a second, what we're going to do is we're going to let you guys pick again. When they pick, don't strum. When there's an opening, strum. Does that make sense? So it's going to sound like this. Keep strumming. They're going to go pick, strum, pick, strum, pick. Pick, strum, pick, strum, pick, strum, 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 pick, strum, pick, strum, pick, strum, strum, pick, 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 strum, strum, strum. Get it? 2. A 1, 2, pick and pick. Night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you soon. Hey, guys, switch. Now, by the way, I only want you to strum when it's open to strum. They're not picking. Some of you picked over their notes. Don't do that. It's not nice. Your turn. Pick. Ready? You guys strum. Ready? 1, 2, and pick. Oh, you need a third beat on the end there, right? Hey guys, do this. Pick, tap your uke, pick, tap your uke, pick. Wherever there's an opening, tap your uke. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night. Ladies, we're going to leave you. Get it? You know where you tapped? Fill it with the chord. So it'll sound like this. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Notice I picked it while I had the chord on. Good night, ladies, we're going to leave you now. Try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave. Okay, play it for me. 1, 2, 3, go. Could you give her a hand, please? Okay. Now, one of the reasons that I've asked you to have a low G string is so that when you play, it sounds like, hear the difference? That's why that low G string works. Did you hear her put together melody, harmony together? That's called playing this as a solo. In other words, you don't need anybody else to perform for you. You've got all the parts right here in the instrument. It's all here. I don't need anything else but 2 hands and an instrument. And so what you've just seen is the C scale in its ultimate purpose, playing a song that you both pick and accompany with the ukulele. You haven't even sung it yet. Makes sense to you? Now, how many of you found like, wow, like that's a lot of information? Good, because it was. That's 4 months worth of music lessons. Okay? So, I want you to get the essence of this. The scale is really important. How many of you can play a C scale? Beautiful. How many now understand how a C scale is made up of 8 notes that are in a series? Got it? Good. How many understand that each one has a number attached to that for a reason? Good. Do chords come out of scales? Yes. Do the chords that accompany songs in the key of C come out of scales? Yes, they do. Now, I've given you, believe it or not, a rudimentary understanding of it. There's far more to it than this. But that amount is enough for you to start making music where you play songs and accompany them as an individual player. Okay? That's a starting place. All right, I'm going to play something for you. I want you to play it back to me after I do it. Okay? Me first, you second. Got it? Here we go. Good. Huh? Two, three, four. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that echoing process, I play, you play back, requires you to listen. Okay, really listen and listen for steps, skips, and jumps. Could you please start playing on an F note? 1, 2, play with me. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play a new scale. That's because we're going to go to a new key. We're going to play in this new key for a good chunk of the day. Okay, that's an F. In an F scale, what's the next note? Let's go for it. Now don't speed up, because I can go faster than this, but that's not the idea, okay? Do you know what note's next in an F scale? You're right, go to A. Okay, now here's where it's going to start to get tricky, because we've run out of strings. As soon as we get to A, that's all we got left, right? Notice how there you go, way to listen. Good. The rest of the notes of this scale are all going to be on this string. So I'm going to help you be as efficient as possible on this string. There's an A. Play the next note of the F scale, which is called? B flat is right. Okay, don't change fingers. Use this same finger, play the next note, which is? See the way you slid up there? That's so cool. I love it when I get to do that. Yeah. I slid up there, I'm cool. The next note is going to be played with your middle finger. After C, what's the next pitch? D. Leave your first finger down as you play with your second finger. You're right, that's excellent. Now you got a ring finger, it's got a purpose. Its purpose in this scale is to play an E. 2 frets up. Oh, Peter, this hurts. Did I explain to you, no pain, no gain? I like the way you're keeping your fingers down. There'll be a point to this in a minute. Now I need you to play an F. Good news, F is right next door to E, with your pinky finger down. Now if you've got all 4 fingers down, going backwards is going to be a piece of cake. Go back to E. Go back to D. Go back to C. Slide back to B flat. A, G, and F. Go again. F, G, A, B flat, slide, D, E, F, E, D, C, B flat, you got it, A, G, do it again, F, G, A, B flat, slide, D, E, F, E, D, C, B flat, A, G. Thank you, folks. Why was I calling out the numbers or the pitches louder?
Keep us together.
Yeah, yeah. Did I mention at the beginning how to stay together? Listen to me. Okay, today I'm standing up front, I get to be in charge. If you're listening to me, you'll stay with me. If you're charging ahead, it's going to speed you. I told you already, I could go faster. I don't think that's the point here, right? So stay right with me. It'll allow you to stay right together. Could you try it one time after I play it for you? I want you to do it this way. Try it. 2, 3, go. Good. Try it again. Only call out the note names as you go. 2, 3, 4. F. Okay. So for your information, I didn't ask you to sing it because I know some of you are going to be up there. Can't get it. So just call out the name of the note, but I do need you to call it out. Ready? 2, 3, go. Very good. Do it one more time. 2, 3, go. F. Good. Could you please go to your C note and play this? C, D, E. And then stop. Ready? Go. Good. Don't move. Take your ring finger and slide it back 1 fret. Play that note. What's the name of that note? Okay, you were on E and you've gone back a semitone. What's it called? E flat. Good. Do that again after me. 2, 3, go. Good. Do this. Just to the E flat. Ready? Go. Go to the E and slide back. Ready? Go. Now just to the E flat. Ready? Go. Up to the E and slide back. Start on C. Ready? Go. C to E flat. Ready? Go. Very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, could you do something for me? Take your first finger, put it on a G. Don't play yet. I want you to play that G twice and then stop and look for my next instruction. Ready? Go. Which finger is playing your G right now? First finger. Good. I want you to stretch up with your middle finger to the D so that you get G, G, D. Ready? Go. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, just because I'm going to give you the option, would you try playing the G twice and then go up to that D with your ring finger? Ready? Go. How many found that easier?
Easier.
Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you permission to do that for this reason. I want you to go G, G, D, and then E with your pinky finger. Ready? And go. Now, here's your option. If you're not going to do it that way, you're going to go G, G, middle finger, and then your ring finger stretches up to the E. I don't care which way you do it. They're both correct, but you find the one that's comfortable. Ready? 2, try it, and 1. 3, 4, 1. And 1. Play it my way. 3, 4, 1. My rhythm is this. Go. My turn. 2, go. My turn. What note did I end up on? C is right. The C is right above the G. So my first finger's on G. Got it? Try it and go. Okay, I'm going to do it in slow motion with you. First finger on G, twice. Ready, go. Good. Ring fingers on D. Ready, go. Stretch up to E. Slide back to E flat. Now you're going to play a D with your ring finger. Now your first finger is going to curl down to a C note. Play it. Now play an open A. Play C again with your first finger. Play your D with the ring finger. Good. I'm going to do the run. You see if you can listen to me. Did you hear that? Okay, those are the notes you're going to play. I'm going to walk through them with you. G twice. D, E, E flat, D, C, open A, C, now high D. Do it again. Go. G, G, D, E, E flat, D, C, A, C, D. And again now. G, G, D, E, E flat, D, C, A, C. And again. G, G, D, E. And 1. Good. Can you please play 2 Gs? Ready? Go. Good. Play 1 D with your ring finger. Go. Good. Play an E with your pinky. Slide back to E flat. Now play a D with your ring finger. Now play C with your first finger. Open A. Put your first finger back down on C and high D. Ladies and gentlemen, that run, I'm going to give you about 1 minute to practice it on your own so you can get your fingers around it. Yep. Yeah, you can. You're right now, all you have to do is this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm only playing it, I'm just rolling it.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Perfect. Well done. "30 seconds. Okay, and stop. Can you see the board sorta, kinda? Sorta, kinda? Okay, your first note was a G. What finger did you have it on? Good. Put your first finger on there and play it. Ready, go. Twice. Good. Did you notice that the next note you're going to play was the D? Reach way up to it. Ready, go. Then you went up to an E. Then you slid back in between to an E flat. Good. Then you went to D again. And then you went to C. And then A. And then back to C. And then to D up top. Do it again. Ready? Here we go. Starting on G. G, G, D, E, E flat, D, C, A, C, D. Try it again. And 1. G, G, D, E, E flat, D, C, A, C, D. Make sense? Is there anybody here that doesn't, hold it, look here, don't play. Anybody here that doesn't know where the notes are? If I said E flat, would you know where that is now? No. Still no? Okay. Go up to the 7th fret of your A string. Put that note down and play it twice. Ready? Go. Freeze. What note is that? E. Good. What do we know about chromatics? If I take an E and I lower it 1 fret, that's lowering in a semitone. If I lower it a semitone from E, it's E flat. So if I slide that E a semitone down, what will it be? Play it twice. Ready? Go. Stop. Go back to E. Play it twice. Ready? Go. E flat twice. Ready? Go. Good. Now does everybody know where an E flat is? You got it now? Perfect. I love it. No, listen. That's exactly what I want you to do. That's great. Okay, now go back to the beginning. Play 2 Gs. Good. Play a D. There's a dot in that, right? Dot in that fret. Good. Stretch up and play the E in the 7th fret. Good. Now play the E flat. Now D, C. Open A, C, D. Got those notes okay? Anybody not know where any of those are? Beautiful, don't play. Okay, so could you please play a B flat? 2, 3, 4. Very good. Not good, that was outstanding. Good. Can you play 2 low C's? 2 low C's. 3, 4, go. Good. Can you play G, A, low C, go. G, A, C. Play B flat, ready, go. C, low C, C, G, A, low C. Very good, ladies and gentlemen. In a second, I'm going to hand you some music. No, in about 2 minutes, I'm going to hand you some music. I'm going to explain to you that these are going to be notated on a staff. Notated on a staff means you've got to look at that staff and understand what the name of the note is. So let's be really clear. Do you know what this is? Oh, actually, it's my hand. That's right. But it's a hand staff. See, because there are 5 lines in a staff, and I have a hand with 5 digits on it. Okay, I haven't lost any. So if I told you that there's a 6th line, it's right below the staff. Do you know what note that is? C is right. Okay, so I just asked you to play a B flat. Well, that would be on the middle line as a B flatted in the key of F, right? So B flat, C, then I'm going to go up to this. What's that called? Oh, do you know the trick for the spaces? F-A-C-E, they spell. So this 3rd space up there is called C. C. See, 2 different C's, see? Sorry. You have a superior sense of humor, buddy. Okay, now watch this. G, F. Okay, so try it again. D, right? E, and somewhere in between there would be an E flat, and then D, good. E, see how that works? If you can read them off my hand, you can read them off a piece of paper. Okay, now I'm going to give you a piece of paper that has those notes on them. Before I do that, what kind of instrument is this? Give me 2 minutes. It's an ukulele. How is the ukulele, how does it work? By frets. What does each fret represent? Half a step. So we call that a semitones. And what's the expression we use to describe moving in half steps in music? Chromatic. C-H-R-O-M. Chromatic scale. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a chromatic instrument. Okay? Could you do me a favor? Could you all please strum an A7 chord? And if you're wondering what an A7 chord is, first finger on the D string, or C string. 1, 2, strum it, and. Very good. Keep strumming, don't stop. What's the name of this chord? You're exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, play the A7 chord with your middle finger on the C sharp. That's a C sharp, right? Because you took the C string open and raised it a semitone. You made it a semitone shorter. What you're strumming there is an A7 chord. The pitch you're putting down is a C sharp. Okay? So if I asked you to pick that note, it would be called C sharp. All 4 notes together make an A7 chord. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, in a second I'm going to ask you to slide that C sharp pitch up and cover your other 3 strings with your first finger. Ready? Slide it up now. You're still strumming, right? Okay, you've just created, could you all hear that you created a new chord? Good, go back to A7. Slide it up and put your first finger down. Go! Good. Slide back to A7. Slide up to the new chord. What's it called? A sharp 7. What's the other name for it? B flat 7. Ladies and gentlemen, because we're playing in the scale of F, we're going to call this a B flat 7. Ladies and gentlemen, slide it up a semitone. Ready, go. What's the name of this chord? Correct. Ladies and gentlemen, chromatically up a semitone. Go. What's this chord called? It is. That's a C7 chord. Hey, slide it up 2 frets. Go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is on the 5th fret. What's the name of this chord? D7 is right. Do you see how that came to pass? Let's go back to A7. A7. Shorten the string by 1 semitone, move the entire chord up. Go. This now is a new chord. It's called B flat 7. Slide it up a semitone. B7. Slide it up a semitone. C7. Slide it up a semitone. C sharp 7. Slide it up a semitone. D7. Keep strumming. Don't stop. Do they work together? I'm playing a D7 chord right now. Do they work together? Watch. I'm playing a different D7 chord. Do they work together with what you're playing? Yes, they do. You know why? They're all D7s. And I got more. I got a million of them. Well, not a million, but I got a bunch of them. Okay? Jimmy Durante would have said, I got a million of them, right? Okay, there's your she's going, who's Jimmy Durante? He was an old guy. Really old. Okay, there's a D7. Ladies and gentlemen, take your hand off. What I've just shown you is that the instrument not only works chromatically on individual notes, it also moves chromatically on chord notes. So, ladies and gentlemen, play a C7 like you know a C7. First position. 1, 2, strum it now. Ladies and gentlemen, play that C7, but use your middle finger on the B flat. Middle finger on the B flat. Good. Yep, that's it. Good help. Good. Y'all good? Guess what we're going to do with that C7? We're going to slide it up and we're going to put a bar down to make a new chord. We're going to shorten the neck. Semitone up. Okay, if we're raising this chord, what's it called? C sharp 7. Okay? Raise the C sharp 7 a semitone. What's a new chord? D7. Cool, huh? Hey guys, take the C7, slide it up 1. Sorry, D7. This is either an E flat or a D sharp. Agreed? Good. Slide up a semitone. This is called an E7. Ladies and gentlemen, E7. We're going to slide E7 up a semitone. Go. You're now covering the 5th fret. You know how I know that? There's a dot in it. Okay? That's an F7 chord. Hey guys, go from F7 all the way up to G7. Go. So you want to go 2 frets, right? Because we're on F7, we're going up 2 frets. There you go. Do you know how I know that's a G7? There's another dot. Go back to F7. There you go, that's F7. G7. There you go. F7. And go back to C7 that looks like an A7 slid up on the 3rd fret. 3rd fret, bar, and then your middle finger down on the C string. That's a C7 chord. Okay, and stop. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. You all know that's a C7 chord, right? Are you now aware that that too is a C7 chord? It works because this is what kind of instrument? That's why it works. Now you're saying, Peter, just let me play C7 the way I want to. Okay. Tell you what, you're only going to play 3 chords. I want you to play C7 until I ask you to move to G7, and then you're going to need an F7. Anybody not know how to make an F7 chord? Yeah, okay, good. Put on an F chord. Don't play it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's an F chord. What's the 7th note in an F scale? Look on the board if you need to. It's the second to last note. It's an E. Right? But it's going to be a dominant 7 chord, so what are you going to do to the E? Flat it. Ladies and gentlemen, F chord has an E flat on the C string 3rd fret. Got it? Strum that chord. 2, 3, go. Stop. Don't move. Take your left hand off. Tap your lap once. I'm giving you 7 counts to get back to an F7. 2, 3, 4. Strum it now. Tap your lap twice now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Strum. 3, 4, 5, 6. Tap your lap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Put the left hand strum for me. Tap your lap 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put it back and strum some more. I'm a poet and I know it. 5 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Strum. F7. 8 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Strum. Oh, that was a little tougher. 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Strum. C7 chord. Stay there. F7. C7. G7. F7. G7. F7. G7. F7. C7. And stop. Ladies and gentlemen, you've now strummed the chords that you're going to need for the song that I'm about to teach you. Okay? How many chords are there in the song? 3. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, were there any major chords in the song? No. Nope. Were there any 7 chords? Yes. Were there anything but 7 chords? No. 3 7 chords. Anybody want to guess what kind of song it is if it's got 3 G7s in it? Say again?
It's probably a Beatles song.
It is not a Beatles song. It's a jazz tune. Okay? The jazz artist that wrote this was a fellow named Herbie Hancock. Okay? Who is really very one of the popular jazz musicians. Okay? The piece is called Watermelon Man. It's one of my favorites of all time. And ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be in the package of music that I'm about to get handed out to you. So as it's coming out to you, thank you very much, Danielle. I got that one. You got that. Oh, no, the paper clip went off.
On the bottom of your.
Oh, here. The first person gets a paper clip. Okay.
Because you pointed that out.
I want to make this point to all of you. Watermelon Man is, I'm sure hoping I got it in. It is. It's the 2nd song in the package. And as soon as you go to it, I'm going to point out 2 mistakes in it. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll let you point them out. Oh, no words for this. Today, no words. You're right. Something about seeds and, yeah, okay. Okay. Seedless, you got it. Okay, everybody. Strumming on a C7 chord. You got it? 2nd page up. 1, 2, 1. Oh, we need some more? Good. Here, I can get the middle really easily, I think. Give me 2, please. 2, right, good, got them. Here you go, ladies. 1 each. Thank you. Okay, 2nd song in. Y'all good? Everybody got a copy? Watermelon Man, C7. 1, 2, strum the chords. Da ba 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 ba. F7. Ba. Ba 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 ba. There's no C7 chord there, is there? That's the first mistake. So there should be a C7 on that long held C. Yes, third measure, third bar. Ready? C7 there. 5, 6, G7. Da pa pa pa, F7. G7. Pa 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 da dee da dee da. Pa pa da da off da 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 C7. One more time from the top. 2, 3, 4. Da da pa 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 pa. Bam pa 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 pa. There's the one that was missing. Pa 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 dee da dee da. Pa 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 dee da dee da dee da. Pa 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 yep. Pa 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 pam. And off. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Did you notice there's a spot where they want you to stop playing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like really important. Okay? Okay, so you see the first pitch that's written there? Oh no, you're not playing. You're not playing. You're not playing. You're not playing. Thank you. See your first pitch? See it? What's the name of it?
B flat.
Yeah, it's a B flat because of the key signature. See the key signature? Good. How many beats in a bar, you guys?
4.
That's a hint. That's where the second mistake's going to come in. It's going to come in a minute. Here we go. You're going to please play the B flat, and then you're going to play through the little riff that comes after that, which is C, C, G, A, C. Have you played this already today? Yeah, about 10 minutes ago. I actually went through reading it with you on my hand and having you echo it back to me. So don't tell me you've never heard this before. Ready? B flat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat. Just pick it. Ba 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 bum. Do it again. First line. Ready? A 1, 2, B flat. 2, 3, 4, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, you see the C at the end? It's a long held note. It's all tied together. See those long swooping lines? That's all held together. Don't play. Where does that first C come in?
On the end.
At the end of the bar. Very good.
It's an and. On the end of the 4.
Somebody said it's an and. You know how beautiful I love hearing that? It's an and. It means this. If I subdivide the bar, see the way the eighth notes are here? That's taking 4 quarter notes and cutting them into half. Instead of writing ta, 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 I write ti, 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 ti. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That bar goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It plays that C on the and. Could you please come in on the and part of the 4th beat and play that long C at the end of the line? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. One person got it to my left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Somebody came early. The rest of you got it. It was the same person to my left. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Thank you. Listen how long that note rings too. It's beautiful. Do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to just play that last C note that's held forever at the end of the first line. I'm going to play the rest. 2, 3, 4, 1. Missed it. You came in on 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Closer. And I actually helped you by pointing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Me again. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4. Next line, I play it all but the C. Nope. Half of you got it. Second line. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, could you all do this? I don't know if you heard that. How many fingers did I need to play that? 1. Which pitch did I play with the 3rd ring finger? G. That's it. The rest of it's open strings. Try that. 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Clap that. 3, 4, 1. Oh, did you hear that? That was gorgeous. Everybody hit. They clapped together. I'm so happy. Do it again. 2, 3, 4, 1. Nope. We got raindrops that time. Some people are rushing the tempo. Don't rush the tempo. 2, 3, 4, 1. There you go. Ah, I like it. Play it. Ready? 2, 3. From the B flat at the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's your hurry? C note. Now play it again here. Da ba ba ba. Stop. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just played half the song. Seriously, you just played the first 2 lines. Now, I got good news and I got bad news. How many of you noticed what I strummed? I strummed a C7 chord. And I kept the beat for you if you were listening. Okay? Play it again and listen to me strum the chords and tell me what you think. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, did you hear me? Okay, now play it again and listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop. Which one was easier to follow? First one or second one?
Second.
Why?
Because you were playing on the beat.
You're lifting your fingers and giving it some.
I gave you an exact spot on every single beat. Peter played C7 open. Watch. See how it's ringing in between? Here's what I did the second time. And now it's not staccato, but it's stopping the sound. How am I stopping the sound? I'm dampening. Do you know how I'm dampening? I play the chord and then let my fingers rest on it. Okay, what's the advantage of that?
Stops vibration.
Absolutely clear. Say it.
Percussion.
It's given a clear percussive sound of where the beat falls. Have I mentioned that this is not only a ukulele, it's also your group's drum kit? It is. I'm giving you a definite spot to put every beat. Why can't I do it when this is happening? All the strings are open. Why would I teach you another way to play a C7?
We can dampen it.
Yeah.
So that if we're playing in a group and we're the background, we can play that part along, which you're going to get better at, hopefully.
Right. So that you can dampen and give that effect, which is what the rest of you were thinking, but she said. I hope. So ultimately what I'm showing you is the C7 chord played on as a bar chord allows you to control what the strings all do. I can't control what the strings do with that C7. They're going to ring unless I put my hand here every single, which is silly, right? So ladies and gentlemen, I've shown you a whole method behind being able to play chords in a different spot, while also showing you that this melody, this particular piece, is very conducive to the way that I'm playing it. By the way, if I were actually strumming it, immediately I've got myself open to other opportunities and possibilities. So don't lose sight of the relevance and importance of being able to play bar chords. And I've shown you on the 7 chords C7, and the A7, how you can play other chords all the way up the neck. Because you can figure them out, because what kind of instrument is this?
Chromatic.
Yeah. All right, so now let's go back to the melody. Go to the third line. What do you do on the first beat of that third line?
Rest.
Rest. And on the seventh day, you also rest. But this is important because you don't play in that spot. But then the next two notes that you're going to play are both what?
G's.
And remember how earlier I showed you to put your first finger on those spots? Put your first finger on a G, because look at the next notes that you're going to have to play. They're all on the A string. Don't play them. I want you to be ready with the rest of your fingers to be able to play those pitches. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's a second lesson. Sometimes you have to shift where you place your hand so that you can get to the other notes and you're not fishing for them. If I'm doing this, why would I do that? They're all right there. So here we go. Put your G. That's what it says. Twice, 3, 4, 1. Now D, E, flat, and rest. Okay, we're third line. We're going to do it a few times. And 1. And again. Would you all agree it's almost the same thing twice in a row? Would you agree with that? Mm-hmm. Good. Tell me the difference. I know you'll tell me, but somebody over here, Ron, go.
One note, the last note is different.
It's the only thing. Say it again, Ron, big voice.
The last note is different.
That's it. The first time you play it, where does the pitch go? Everybody call it out. Up to what?
D.
Which one?
D.
D. I want to hear that from everybody. Good. And the second time it goes down to? A. Thank you. Play it. Here we go. Twice. 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba 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 dee dee da dee da. Second. Ladies and gentlemen, go to the next line. Good news. I just need to do it in some way third time. Try it. 3, 4, 1. Hold it. What's the different pitch that's there this time?
C.
And then there's another note there. The first two times, did you play an E flat? Yes. Did you have an E as well? Here, do you have an E as well? No, you're going straight to the E flat. Try that. 3, 4, 1. Again, this is the first bar, last line. 3, 4, 1. Again, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. How does it end? How does the song end there? The same as that first line. C, C, G, A, C. Play it. Oh, don't forget the fourth beat. 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba, 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 bum. 2, 3, 4, 1. Ba, ba. Could you all please play the fourth line? 2, 3, 4, 1. Do it again. 3, 4, 1. Here's what I heard. You tell me what's wrong with this. Is that what's written? Tell me.
You're playing eighth notes for the D and the E flat when they're quarter notes.
Can you all hear what this young, wise lady said? The last two notes of the first bar are supposed to be quarters. That's what's written. So that's what you've got to play. Could you please clap the first bar of the fourth line? 3, 4, 1. Thank you. Do it again. 3, 4, 1. Somebody over here is playing an eighth note. Fix it. 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, fix the eighth note. 3, 4, 1. Yeah, and just make sure you observe the timing. Pick it now. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 1. I love it. Now finish it off. Do that last line. 3, 4, 1. Da ba 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 bum. 2. Last line again. 3, 4, 1. Oh no, that's the easy part. Try that. 3, 4, and 1. C, C, G, A, C. 2, 3, 4, 1. Note just the last phrase. 3, 4, 1. Do it again, and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, that's impressive. Which one is the hardest line in the song? Third line, agreed? And yet we know that you play the same thing twice in a row with one exception, as Ron pointed out to us, the last pitch. Could we do the third line, only the third line? 2, 3, 4, 1. Rest. Again, and 1. Rest. Again, and rest. Rest. I'm going to give you 1 minute to work on that by yourselves. Go ahead.
Where I'm having the problem is that when I play my G, but then I'm here coming down, do you just roll it to get the C? That's what. And then come back down to that C. Or you moved it over, you didn't move.
No, I
Roll
did.
it.
I picked it up.
Okay.
Now, just so you know, that's the way I would normally do it.
Okay.
Normally, but yeah, I don't need to roll it. I can get it. Good. Don't do it as eighth notes, they're quarters. You hanging in?
Yeah.
I know what you're doing. It's all good. It's all good. You good, buddy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got it? You good? You hanging in? You good. That's A. See, you were talking about the 7 at the front.
You forgot the.
I was waiting for somebody to say it. I told you there was a second mistake. That's it. Okay, and stop. Thank you. So we found, thank you for stopping. We found the second mistake. Brian, tell him.
Second system, second bar, the last note C. There should be an eighth.
Okay, how many beats in a bar, you guys?
4.
4. Go to the second line, to the second measure in. Tell me how many beats you see there. 4.5. Is that allowed in a 4/4 time piece? No, so I'm going to give you a hint. It should look exactly like the top line. There's a quarter note at the end. What should it be? Eighth note, okay? Please fix it. I warned you there'd be 2 mistakes. You now have them both. All right, guys. From the top. 1, 2. A 1, 2, 3, and. Quarter notes. Very nice, Ron. We're going to do it one more time. And ba. Do 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 do. Isn't that cool? Okay, so I'm going to show you something really neat, really neat. How many of you have ever improvised on an ukulele before? Now, I know Ron has. You have before? Okay, now this is a real treat for you. I'm going to let you all improvise. That means you get to make up anything you want all the way through the song. You get to make up your own little neat thing. Only one rule. You only get to use a C note. Just a C. You can't do anything but a C. You understand? C. Gabish. C. Good. Ready? C. 2. Anything you want, as long as it's on a C. 1, 2, 3, and picking. Do, 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 do. Guys, that was awesome. Like nobody made a mistake. It's really cool. Hey. You know what? It was so good. I'm giving everybody 2 notes. Yeah, no. It's the kind of guy I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all a C or a B flat. And anything you... did I mention anything you want to do, so long as it's on C and B flat? Yeah?
Can you use like...
No. C and B flat. What part of C and B flat do you not understand? Kids these days. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and. Oh yeah, that was awesome. No mistakes. Like everybody was perfect. I loved it. Hey, I'll tell you what. I know it's the kind of guy I am. I'm going to give you a 3rd note. You get to go C, B flat, or you can even use a G. I know. You don't have to thank me now. Anytime. C, B flat, and G. Got it? 1, 2, 3, go! Off. Oh, nice job. You know what? Can I get a volunteer? Thank you for volunteering. You go ahead. Ready? You have your first solo moment. What's your name?
Tammy.
Tammy, the world premiere of Tammy doing her improvised solo on Watermelon Man. Tammy, could you please stand up? Very important. Oh, no, this is a big moment. Tammy, this is huge. This is huge. Tammy, up you get. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you ready? Tammy, I'll back you up. 1, 2. 1, 2, Tammy, go. Nice job, Tammy. Give me 5. Wow! You've never done that before.
No.
Oh, incredible. Just amazing. Just absolutely incredible. I'll tell you what. Ron, do a solo for us. Can you stand up, Ron?
Sure.
Good. Ron, stand up. Turn around. Face the audience.
Come on, use the strap.
You gonna use your strap for this? Okay, this is a big moment. This is it.
Don't scare me.
I wouldn't dream of it, Ron. No.
Same 3 notes?
Same 3 chords, buddy. No, you can use it. You know what, Ron? Because I like you. Not that I don't like Tammy. You can use any notes you want, Ron. Go ahead. Any pitches you want. 1, go crazy, man. 1, 2, 3, and. Give the man a hand. Nicely done, my friend. Good.
That's after 2 lessons?
Yeah. Just, when he gets to be really good, it's going to be impressive, I can tell you. So here's the point that I need to make. In your package that you got handed in the door is a thing called the C blues scale. Now, you don't need to look at it yet because I'm going to give you the information you need. In the blues scale, you play the first note, the root, play a C, root. You can play the flatted third, play an E flat. Okay, play a 4, an F. Play a flatted 5, which is a G flat, a G, a flatted 7, and the root, C. What did I leave out?
A.
I left out the 6 and I left out the 2. So when you play a blues scale, you get to use the 6 you were going to use as a passing tone. Don't play, please, Tammy. You can use it as a passing tone. You can use the 2 as a passing tone. But at the end of the day, those are the main notes in the blues scale. What 3 pitches did I give you? C, B flat, and G. Ladies and gentlemen, there are only 3 chords in this song. C, F, and G. In those 3 blues scales, there are 3 notes that are common to all 3. Guess what the 3 notes are? C, B flat, and G. You couldn't make a mistake. I gave you the 3 notes that were common to all 3 chords. So it was literally impossible for you to get a wrong note as long as you played one of those 3 or a passing tone to one of those. And the point that I'm making to you is, as you go through and learn about your scales, learn the blues scale, the jazz scale. Learn about the different ways that you can play on the instrument and experiment with it. And I'm going to give you this. If you can play the C7, the F7, and G7, and have a buddy or partner play the notes of the blues scales and improvise, you've got a tandem that can work for hours. Our oldest son, Mark, who is now 36, scares me. When he was 4 years old, I sat him down with a ukulele, sat on the carpet. He was legs crossed. I was sat down, legs crossed. I taught him the 3 chords, and at that time I taught him the open chords. I improvised, he strummed. He strummed, I improvised. He was 4. Now, he's a tremendous musician. Probably one of the finest musicians I've ever been blessed to be able to work with. The kid's got talent. Thankfully, he takes after his mother. Bottom line, 4 years old. So you guys are in a position where this is something that you can do within your own groups. Again, don't just play a C7 though. Find a way to do it so it adds to the sound of the music. Okay? Make sense? Terrific. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, you've done an hour and a half's worth of music making. I know it may not feel like it to you. I've been standing the whole time. I feel it. I'm quite sincere when I say this. Look at what you've accomplished. Okay, around a scale, being able to pick out a melody, look for patterns, understanding the chromatic nature of the instrument, being able to play chords in different positions. You're already now figuring that out. Look what you did with Goodnight Ladies, the melody, the harmony, put them together. So, folks, if I talked to you about a complete music program, it would have 7 parts to it. One part would be chords, strumming. Did you do chords and strumming today? Yeah. Another part would be scales. Did you do scales today? Yeah. Did you do much with your ear training?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Did you do any notation reading? Yes, you did. And strategies for doing that. Folks, did you do anything around harmony and how harmony works? Absolutely. The scales and how they accompany. Hey folks, I'm just curious, did you do any music theory? Did you need a pencil and eraser for it? No, that's the really good news. Here's the greatest part. You've done that, ladies and gentlemen, which are 6 of the 7 key pieces of a successful music program. You know the only thing we haven't done yet? Sing, which is after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, you've already, in this hour and a half that we've spent, done a ton of music making and a ton of music learning. So don't ever undersell this instrument. The capacity of it's incredible. You have a 15-minute break. We'll see you at that time. Thank you. Okay, thumb strum on an F chord. Good. This is the 1 chord. This is the new scale. What scale are we in? F. Very good, because it's the chord, right? F chord. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if this is F, when I play the 7 chord that I go with it, C7. Back to F. C7. F. Okay, now you're not going to love me a whole lot here, but I'm going to tell you, you need a 4 chord. See, somebody's already figured out what the 4 chord's going to be. In the scale of F, and the notes are there, what's the 4th note? B flat. B flat chord. See, I thought I was going to hear, oh! B flat chord. Okay, so stop. I'm going to show you something that I'm hoping all of you will be able to avail yourselves of at some point in your lives. The new chord. How do I learn a new chord? All right, first things first. I've already told you how a chord's made up, so I'm not going to go through that. I'm going to tell you that the B flat chord actually started as an A chord, and it got shorter. So I'm going to explain this to you. Put on an A chord. You all, if you don't know an A chord, tell me. Yeah, just put it on. Don't play it. Now, instead of playing the A chord with your with your first 2 fingers, because I need that first finger available, instead of playing it with your first and second finger, play it with your middle 2 fingers. That's an A chord. Now, slide the chord without playing it, slide it up a semitone. When you take A chord and slide it a semitone, it's called A sharp, otherwise known as B flat. But I have to shorten all 4 strings for it to work. I've only shortened 2 of them. What do I do with the other 2? Bar it or cover them. Instead of making a full bar with your finger like so, and some people prefer to do that, I take my first finger and I put just my first finger on the top 2 strings. And now when you look at it, it looks like a staircase. See? Step, step, ah! See? So that staircase is your B flat looked chord. Lots of people think that's the sort of origin. It actually started from the A. Went up a semitone, it's now B flat. Now let me show you what you do in terms of learning how to get there quickly. Strum it 8 times, strumming down and up. Ready? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop. Take your left hand off. Left hand. Tap your lap once. I'm going to count to 8, get it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, strum it now. Tap it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, strum, now, go. We're going to now tap it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, strum. Yeah, but don't speed up. 4 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, strum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay with me. Use your ears. 6 taps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go. 8 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Strum. 4 taps, then play. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 taps. 1, 2, 3. 2 taps. 1, 2. 1 tap. 1. 1 tap. 1. Go to C7. B flat. C7. 7. F chord. B flat. And stop. Don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Stay there. I want to show you something. Go to F chord. Go to B flat chord. Go to F chord. Go to B flat chord. What one note in the chords are the same? F is in both of them. Use that as your pivot point. So there's your F, right? That's an F note. F chord. Now pivot down, but don't let that F move. Okay, here's the other thing. When I move from the F down to B flat, I take note of the fact that my first finger sort of rolls down. My wrist naturally rolls down a bit. And then my 2 fingers on the bottom of the uke, that is on the C string and G, fit into place. So here's my F chord. I drop that middle finger down one and put my ring finger on. What am I doing? I'm looking at the most efficient way for me to move. So don't just scramble the fingers up and go back. Make it about your ability to get your fingers into the chord you need. That's that whole tapping process. And then make it about what is the most efficient way for me to move from one chord to the other. Take 2 minutes to do that and practice it. And I still do it. You know, our sons really enjoy doing the G chord. That G chord. Believe it or not, that becomes a bar chord, which is really cool. All the way up the neck. Well, I've had to practice that. For me to get to where I want to get, I've had to practice. So I'm no different than you. When I get a new concept, I take the time to analyze it, break it down, and practice it. Do that. Feel good about doing that. Okay, now we go back to the F. I'm going to have you strum it down and up. Before you do that, you see the 8th note pairs that are there? Could you clap those for me? Ready? 1, 2, clapping now. T, 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 T. Beautiful, that's excellent. Clap those as quarter notes. Instead of subdividing them, just do them as quarter notes. Ready? And ta, 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 ta. In a second, you guys are going to stay on tas. You guys are going to subdivide on 8th notes. Ready? Ta, ta, subdivide. You're going to switch, 2, 3, switch. And stop. Can you hear that? If you're listening to the beat, you'll get the subdivision. If you listen to the subdivision, you'll stay in time. Ladies and gentlemen, when you strum this time on an F chord, strum it to the even 8th notes all the way through. Ready? 2, strumming now. Can you hear my uke tap? That's right. Now you're listening, by the way. And it's not just the men that weren't listening. Thank you, Ron. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about even, down, and up. Keep strumming. Accent the first beat in each bar. Ready? 2, 3, 4. 1. 1. 1. What's your hurry? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Make the others even softer. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2. Accent 4 this time. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Accent 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Accent 1 and 3. 2, 3 now. 1, 2. stop, go to 2 and 4, accent 2 and 4. 1, 2, start it now. You're going to go back and forth between 2 and 4 and 1 and 3. Ready? 2, switch, now. 1, 2. Switch, 2, 4, now. 1. And stop. Which one sounds more interesting for ukulele? 2 and 4, without a doubt. Okay, so how many of you realize this is a drum kit right here in your hands? Do you know what that 8th note pairs was? Your cymbal. The drummer is playing the cymbal. Subdividing. That's an important role for that drummer. Who's usually playing the 1 and the 3? What part of the bass is there? What part of the drum is playing the 1 and 3? The bass drum. Doom, 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 doom. What's usually playing the 2 and the 4? Snare drum. Usually what you hear in rock tunes is listen. Hear it? Now that's giving you a place in which to make music. If that isn't clean, you got a problem. If it's this, how would you ever, could you imagine a drummer that played like that and you went to dance? Forget it, right? It wouldn't be the guy's fault, it would be the drummer's fault. Okay, you can't blame the male in the couple. It's got it right. So I'm saying to you, it's really important that this be right. So I'm going to give you one other hint. Take your right hand, make a fist, lightly. Stick your first finger out. Okay, if you want, you can put your thumb on the knuckle. You don't have to, but have your thumb out in this direction. Turn the finger down. Imagine there's a drop of water on the end of that finger. I want you to shake it off. See the way you're doing that? Shake the water off. You wouldn't go up and down. You go side to side, like so. Right? And you certainly wouldn't be doing this with your arm. Right? Okay, now watch this. Here's the uke. When I strum, it's an arc. That's what I'm doing. I'm creating an arc, and where it hits the strings is in the middle of that arc. This is wasted, this is wasted. But there's no way you could keep it right tight. The tighter you keep it, the faster you can go. There's a little bit of waste on either side, that's okay. If you're up here and down here, you're really wasting, and you're never going to get speed. It's got to stay here, okay? Your finger is actually played at the fingernail and the fleshy part of the finger. On the up, it's the fleshy part. On the down, it's the edge of the nail. So my fingernail will get worn out on the on the right side of it. Okay? So when I'm strumming, the same place I had your thumb earlier, where the neck is comfortably held, neck and body meet, okay, in that spot on an F chord, I want you to strum the way I've shown you. A semicircle, wrist moving. Ready, 2, 8th notes. Here we go. Teet, 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 teet. Are you listening? Teet, 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 teet. I'm not flicking my finger. I don't need to flick my finger. The wrist is doing the work. It's not a rigid first finger. It's not rigid, but it is going to be the creating of the sound right through that first finger. So there's a arcing motion. That's it. Very good. And listening for that 8th note pairs. Yet, that, that. Make sure there's a bit of a bend in your finger. Make sure it's relaxed. Keep strumming. I know Hawaiians who strum with their thumb. I'm not going to tell them they're wrong. They're Hawaiian. It's the last thing I'm going to do. Besides that, they do it really well. They've been doing it all their lives. I know people that scratch the instrument with all 4 fingers. I'm not sure that there's any point to that, because what do I want the instrument to be? My percussion. I wouldn't be hitting 3 hits on a beat with a snare drum. It'd be 1 solid hit. Okay? The bass drum is on 1 and 2, 1 and 3 rather. The snare drum is on 2 and 4. What do we call beats 1 and 3? on the beat, right? They're the strongest beats on the beat. What do we call the 2 and the 4? Offbeat, right? Do you know what they call it in rock and roll terms? Backbeat. It's the backbeat. Let's hit the backbeat. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Remember, it's the wrist. I don't need a lot of arm. The last thing I'm going to suggest to you is when I come at the instrument, my arm is almost parallel to the strings. And therefore my wrist is not bent. My wrist is loose to be able to play down and up. This is not what I'm doing. Right? Feels strange to me to do that. So I'm coming at it with a straight arm, and it's my wrist. This is straight eighth notes. Now we're going to lilt it. Ready? Hear that lilting? Go back to even eighth notes. Okay, now watch. I'm going to show you the difference. Okay? Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. Hear it? Lilted now. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. Hear it? One's got that country lilt to it. Well, this is not a country lilt piece. This is rock and roll, so it's got to be even. And I really want you to be listening for that when you play and when you listen to yourself play. Even notes. Think the words. T, 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 or the syllables. T, 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 T. Even eighths. Think about that offbeat, kicking it. Okay? So we're going to play the song Sea Cruise. I just sang it to you. I don't want you to sing it. I don't want you to do anything, but I want you to strum at my tempo. Kick the offbeats. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea? B flat. Feel like jumping, baby, won't you come and join me, please? I don't like begging, but now I'm on bended knee. Got to get to moving, baby, I ain't lying. My heart's beating rhythm and it's right on time. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Okay, I'm gonna let you strum. I'm gonna take my strum away. Tee, 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 tee. Here it comes, you keep going. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Stop. Okay, everybody over here, did you hear the words? Sing them, you guys strum it. Ready? Sing, strum. Split right here. 1, 2, strum, please. 2, 3, old man. New sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Stop. Okay, switch. You guys strum the F. 1, 2, strumming F. 2, 2, 3, and old man rhythm is in my shoes. Sitting singing the blues. So be my guest. You got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a ooh-wee, 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 baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Thank you. Could you all just sing to my strumming? Sing ooh-wee. Everybody, ready? 1, 2, 1, ooh-wee. Stop. Now you didn't quite get it tight. How did you know that? In other words, it wasn't quite on. Why? How did you know that for sure? Well, I don't know the song. Okay. Other than that, how did you know that it wasn't quite tight?
We were together.
Right. You weren't. How did you know you weren't together? To what? To me. How about when you sang it playing against each other? How did you guys find singing it compared to the way I strummed it versus the way they strummed it? I was up tempo. Anything else? Was my beat more identifiable? Okay, so I'm making my point. A strong drummer, a weak drummer. If you can't get so that that strum is really tight, it's going to be really tough for you to expect your group to sing together. Really tough. The percussion section is, the rhythm section is you playing on the strum. And just to make really clear, this is not clean. When you hit the chord, it's supposed to be one sound. Listen. How many sounds do you hear? One. Now listen. If you're strumming with several, it ain't going to cut it. It's got to be a clean thunk on that chord. Okay? All right? So we're going to try this again, just strumming F chord. That's what, all that stuff, I want you to aim for that. Even eighths, cover the strings, cover them, and just do this. Cover them. Don't play a chord. Wrist, half arch, cover all 4 strings. Make sure that wrist is moving, huh? 1, F chord, ready to do it now. Offbeat. You know how much tighter that is already? C7, F, and off. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Out of curiosity, how many notice the difference between what I'm actually playing and what you're playing? What am I adding? Yeah, okay, so what I'm adding is the 6th of the chord. That's all I'm doing. In an F scale, what's the 6th note? D. Watch this. Here's F chord without adding the boogie note. I'm going to add the 6 now. Which one do you prefer? That one. Okay, guys, if I'm in F, what note do I add?
D.
D. Where do I find the D? C string, 2nd fret. Ladies and gentlemen, which beats am I playing the D on? 2nd and 4th. You know what that's called, huh? The 6? It's the relative minor of the scale. It's like inviting your cousin over. And it helps on the beat, on the offbeat. Okay? Help me with this task. Sure, not going to play it the whole time, because if I'm playing it the whole time, then I'm playing D minor chord. You realize that. It's by putting it on, taking it off, that I'm creating it as a rocking pitch. Rocking on the 6. Ladies and gentlemen, F chord, rock on the 2 and 4. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. In a second, we're going to go to C7. What is the 6th note of a C scale? Oh, we're going to rock on an A. But Peter, isn't that an A minor? Yes, it's the relative minor. But it's not staying on. It's just coming over for a visit on the 2nd and 4th beats. Ready? C7. Yep. Put it on, take it off. we're going to go to the B flat chord in a minute. Hey, can you rock on a B flat chord? Absolutely. What's the sixth note of a B flat scale? It's a G. Ah, is there a G on an E string that I could reach with my pinky? Absolutely, B flat. So make your B flat chord and add the G inside there, and you got it. On 2 and 4. That's right. Back to the 1, F chord. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, C7. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You can now rock on a chord. Any chord you want to find, all you have to do is add the 6 to it. And it's always going to be possible. Always. Okay? Okay, so you've learned to rock. You know what? Because you guys are like level 2, I showed that to level 1. Let me show you one step further. So go to C chord for me, will you? Good. Add the 6. See it? C, C with the 6. Rock on 2 and 4. 1, 2, ready, and. Hear it? All right, stop. If that's 6 and I slide it up 1, listen to what it sounds like now. Can you let me do it? See that? Ladies and gentlemen, I did the 6, and then what did I slide up to?
7.
But not any old 7. The dominant 7, right? So it's the flatted 7 of the scale. So here we go. C, 1. Add the 6. Slide up to the B flat. Back to the A. Off. On. Slide. Back. Off. On. Slide. Back. Off. On. 8 notes. Down, up, on. Slide. Back. Off. On. Slide. Back. Off. On. Slide. Back. Off. On. F chord. On. Slide. Back. Off. On. Slide. Back. C chord. G chord on the E and F and C. Off. Slide. Back. C. Off. Slide. Back. Ladies and gentlemen, go to C7. F chord. C7. G and F chord and C. And off. Does that make sense to you? So now you've got the ability to literally, you know that whole improvising thing? One of you goes. The other one goes. And on from there, right? All you need is 3 chords and the ability to rock, and all of a sudden you're making music. By the way, you'll hear a lot of jazz musicians. That's all they're doing. They're playing the 3 chords, the 1, the 4, the 5, 7, rocking on it, boogie, rocking on it, and adding the 7, the dominant 7, and then doing little jazz, blues scale riffs in between. I was listening in the airport yesterday in Oregon while I was waiting to meet with Danielle. And sure enough, that's what the guitar player was doing. One of Oregon's most famous, little mini 6-string guitar. And he's playing and he's just doing the blues and he's playing those 3 chords and he's filling. You have yeah, I agree, it is cool. Because now all of a sudden, you're seeing that this can do a whole lot more than you thought it could. Right? Huh? I like it. Repeat after me. Old man rhythm is in my shoes.
Old man rhythm is in my shoes.
Ain't no use sitting singing the blues.
Ain't no use sitting singing the blues.
So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose.
So be my guest, you got nothing to lose.
Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Won't you let me take you on a
sea cruise?
Good. Old man rhythm is in my shoes.
Old man rhythm is in my shoes.
Ain't no use sitting singing the blues.
Ain't no use sitting singing the blues.
So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose.
So be my guest, you got nothing to lose.
Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do it one more time and then I'm going to try and make sure that we've got one little section of this absolutely right. I'm going to do it in longer stints this time. Wait for me. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing. So be my guest, you've got
Nothing to lose.
Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Now I'm not going to do anything this time but listen to you. I'll help you with a few words, but I'm going to listen. And there's a point I'm going to be making. Old man, start. Nothing personal. 1, 2, and.
Old man rhythm is in my shoes.
Ain't
no use sitting singing.
So be
my guest, you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise?
Yeah, and most of you nailed it on won't you. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Watch this. Those are the beats. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Did you hear that? Did you hear how the note fell and then the clap? That's syncopated rhythm. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Hear it? I didn't go, old man rhythm is in my shoes. In my shoes. Syncopated. In my shoes. Say it. Ready? Go. In my shoes. Got to wait for the clap. 2, 3, 4. In my
shoes.
Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. Go.
Ain't no use sitting singing the blues.
So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose.
So be my guest, you got nothing to lose.
Do you hear the syncopation? Right there. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. So be my
guest, you got nothing to lose.
Here comes. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise?
Won't you let
No,
me
you missed it. And I knew you would. Nothing personal. Folks, you're having to come in on won't on the second half of the 4th beat. If I look here, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Won't you let me? And it's connected over. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Won't you let me? That's where you come in. Try that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, and 2 and 3 and.
Won't you let me?
Okay, now I'm only going to do the beats.
Won't you?
See, now it's not so sure because you can't hear it subdivided. Your heart, your head, your heart need to be connected so that you can feel yet won't, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Won't you let me? Let me hear you do that. Here are the beats. 1, 2. Won't you? Oh, see, late over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Won't you? That was better. One person late. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Won't you?
There you go. You nailed it. Clap it. When you're supposed to come in, you clap. 1, 2. No, I clap up till then. So be my guest. You've got nothing to lose.
Won't you let me?
Yeah, clap it. Don't say it. Clap it. So keep clapping right through. Won't you let me? Ready? So be my guest. You've got nothing to lose. Did that sound like one clap to you? So here's what I want to hear from you. Won't you let me take you? That's what I want to hear. Won't you? Ready? So be my guest. You've got nothing to lose. Good. Now, did that sound like one clap to you? No. Good. Say it for me. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? I don't know if you noticed, there was a subtle hint I gave you. Did anybody notice it? Okay, watch this. Do it again. Use your eyes and your ears. Say it with me, but use your eyes and ears. 1, 2, 3. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Do it again. 2, 3. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose.
Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise?
Question, how many heard the snaps?
I did.
That was on 4. And you come in after that. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose.
Won't you let me take
2 delayed. That was almost on the 1. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose.
Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise?
Yeah, 1 person, and don't rush it on the end. Sea cruise. If I conduct it, 2, 3, 4. This is conducting. 3. Be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you? See it? This is the 1. 1, 2. That's it. So I'm going to do it so it falls on the 1. Be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take... Do you see it? I'm not doing it here. I'm doing it up here. Be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? See it? And what beat does it end on? Sea cruise. Ron's got it. He can't see it. Right? Boom. Sea cruise. I see. Well, that's 3. It's when it ends. 4 is up here. Right? Okay? So this is really important. Say it for me from the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Old man rhythm is
In my shoes.
ain't no use sitting.
Singing the blues.
So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a
sea cruise.
See, if I conduct it, it's really simple, right? It's easier. Well, I am conducting it. I'm using all 5'4", plus a strum. Old man rhythm is in my shoe. Hear the kick on the off? No use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me see it? Won't you? I'm giving you the kick in. Here we go. Follow with me. Oh, just sing it. Just sing it. 1, 2, 3. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Sea cruise. Sing that and 1.
Sea cruise.
Thank you. We're absolutely center to the pitch, right? Okay, now why is it really important to me that you speak it first? Rhythm. You got it. You nailed it. Ladies and gentlemen, music comes out of rhythm and then you attach melody to it within the frame of a beat. So when I speak it, that's the rhythm. Do you know all our words have rhythm? Mine, Peter, Peter, T-T. Paul, Ta, quarter note. Shirley, Shirley. Maureen, Doreen, right? Bari. John, Ta. Danielle. Well, Danielle, that's really interesting, okay? Everything that we speak is the rhythm. If we don't lock into it together, then it sounds disjointed. Now, we have hints to help us with the instrument, but we still have to know what we're doing. It would be equivalent if I didn't clean up the rhythm, seal the room off, make it completely dark, leave everything that's right here, stand you over in the corner, say, come over to me. Yeah, like, talking might help, but you'd still trip over stands and chairs because you don't know where you're going. As soon as you're aware of where you're going, it's a whole lot easier. And so all of this music making is around you being comfortable. That's why I'm doing the word thing. Partly I want you to hear what the words are, but I want you to get the rhythm. Okay, speak it together with me. 1, 2, 1, 2, and. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Good, I love it. Ooh-wee. Ready? 1, 2, and. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Is there any difference between that won't and the other won't? No different at all. It still comes in on the second half of 4. Won't you let me take you on a boom, sea cruise? Sing that or say that. 1, 2, 3. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? There's a little gap in there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Again, 1, 2, 3. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? I did that one time. Hit my uke against her, cracked the entire back. It's never a good idea. Okay, so I need to make my beats really clear, but not on my uke, right? I need you to now sing it. Pitch is the second thing we add. Pitch is important, the way we shape it. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Sing it, 2, 3.
Old man rhythm is in my shoes.
Thank you. Do you know where pitch comes from? The note comes from. Through vocal cords vibrating. What drives the vocal cords to vibrate? Air. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, what pushes the air? It's a muscle. Okay? So if I asked you to pick up a table, you'd engage biceps, a muscle, to lift it. If you didn't engage the biceps when you went to pick it up, what would happen? Nothing. It wouldn't pick it up. Right? I mean, even if you use your legs, if you don't have the biceps, you'd pick it up with your legs. You use your knees or something. The minute I'm asking you to pick something up, right away the bicep engages. The same thing is true about your diaphragm. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking about that muscle other than to make this point. If I don't give it enough strength, the pitch doesn't come out. At least it doesn't come out in tune. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. Yay. Be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. I'm so happy. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Come on. Right? You wouldn't do that. It's got joy to it. That joy is from the strength that is driven. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Now, even if I use this strength, but I don't use something else, watch what happens. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no... Now watch. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. You hear it? It's all about the eyebrows. It really is. If my eyebrows are up, my mask is up. This is my mask. This needs to be up. Cheeks, go follow the eyebrows. I can't do this, right? The whole thing goes up. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Yay. And it doesn't work. So I need you now to give me that. I need you to give me eyebrows, cheeks up. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Good posture. All of it counts. Ready? 1, 2. A 1, 2, and. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Very good. Very nice. Now, there's 2 other things that are really important. Here's the first. If I sing this with my throat, here's what it'll sound like. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. Now watch. If I plug my nose and sing that way, here's what it'll sound like. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Quack, 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 quack. Ain't no use. Can you hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Watch me open my throat and sing the same words. Pinch nose. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. Can you hear the difference? Even with a plugged nose. That's an open throat. Now you are all familiar with an open throat. If you listen to the radio, you're familiar. Because every disc jockey speaks with an open throat. None of them speak with a closed throat. On the air, they speak like this. When they're off the air, they speak like this. Because this is the way normal speak. If they walked around speaking like this all the time, people would say, that guy's a disc jockey. Instead, they speak like everybody else unless they're on the air. On the air, off the air. On the air, off the air. Off the air sounds like a duck. If you talk through it like this, this is what it sounds like. On the air sounds the same whether you pinch your nose or not, except for the end sound. You see it? Old man rhythm is in my shoes. That lightness, that open throat, and that energy that drives the air through the vocal cords, all of it counts. And then there's the final and most important part. Do you want to do it again with me, or do you want to come up?
I think he's got it down.
He's got it. Come here. Doug. Doug is my volunteer. Thanks, Doug, for volunteering. Ready? Doug, come. Doug, sing with me. Doug, sing with me. Ready? You and me, buddy. Got it? Good. He's always volunteering.
I don't know the words very well.
That's perfect. Okay, ready? Oh, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Old man, rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Now, he's already admitted he doesn't know the words real well. But did it sound like one voice for most of that or two?
One.
It's supposed to sound like one. When you're singing in a chorus, it's not supposed to be 30 voices individual. It's supposed to be 30 voices that match as one. How do we do that? Well, first of all, he had to do something really important. What was that? Listen. Guess what I was doing the whole time? Listening. It's not like, hey, I'm the teacher here. I know everything. You just follow me. Because here's what would happen if that was the case. Ready? Ooh-wee. You know the ooh-wee part? Ooh-wee. Okay. Good. Okay. Here we go. This is me trying to sing like me and him trying to blend with me. Ready? 2, 3. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee. You hear it? Who'd want to listen to that? So do it again. 1, 2, ooh-wee. 2, 3. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? You hear that? Yeah, give him a hand. He deserves it. Now, we'd want to fix one vowel. We'd want to fix baby because we're doing it 2 different ways. But other than that, you can hear how good that sounds. Okay, now I want you to do that. By the way, it doesn't matter, male, female voice.
It's in your key, though.
Actually, I'm going to tell you something. That's also irrelevant. To be blunt with you, it's irrelevant. I could sing it in the key of C. The song wouldn't sound as good in the key of C because it's too low.
I think for women, it's a higher.
I'm saying this key is okay for you. I'm saying this key's okay. C would, okay. So, just to make the point though, can you sing for me? Or just sing from right where you are. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, it's easy. Ready? 1, 2, and. Keep going. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Okay, now watch. She's forming her vowels a certain way. If I don't match that, it's going to sound like 2 voices. If I match that, it should sound like 1, even though the timbre of the 2 voices is different. 1, 2, and ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Watch that 4th beat. Did you hear the sound of it? Did you hear it? Okay, now that's blended. Now just to make your point, watch this. No, I can't do that pitch. Key of C. Ooh-wee, ooh. Old man, rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Ooh-wee. Can you sing that? Ready? 1, 2, and. Keep again. You got to watch out for that 4th beat, but other than that, you get it? You hear that? Watch this. I'm going to sing 8 notes lower than her. Ready? Sing it again, same way. 1, 2, and. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? You need to listen. Yeah, you got it. Did you hear that? Could you hear the difference between our timbre? The timbre. Mine was lower, right? Was the vowel shaped the same way? For the most part. Okay, now watch this. Sing your part again. Watch what I do. 1, 2, and. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? What did I just do?
I went up and up.
I went up to her octave.
Yes.
I sang it where she sang it. Did it sound better blended?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And so it's not unusual for me when I arrange music. I take the alto and the tenor and I put them in the same range so that the chord sounds more closed. Many of you are familiar with sopranos that sing way up high and basses who sing way down low. When I get both of those combinations in a choir, I give the bass the highest note I can give them, and on the soprano, the lowest note I can give them. because I don't like a chord that's spread out too wide. I think that's, other than in certain classical pieces and in some hymns in church, I don't like that sound. I want a chord that is closed. It sounds more popish. It sounds more pleasant to listen to.
Kind of like quartet singing.
Exactly right. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I literally take the men and put them in a note that is above the melody, singing what we call a third above. Actually, it's a sixth below, but it closes the chord. Okay? So I wanted you to hear that because it's relevant. This song in the key of C, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, I think that's way low. Even if I sang it up the octave, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. In the key of F, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Now you can say, well, that's because it's your voice, Peter. Actually, I'd be more comfortable in the key of A. I'm taking three notes down because I know this would work for male and female voices. It makes a difference. And those of you that are playing in C chords all the time, C, F, and G, you got to get past that. Because it might be the chord you can play, but the song is probably not necessarily conducive to the key of C. Okay? Now I use it, I get it. Those are the chords you can do, but be aware. I've picked F on purpose. I could have taken this in the key of C. Okay? So, old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ladies only. Gentlemen, have a listen. 1, 2. A 1, 2, ladies. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Thank you. Could I hear it again from the melody? Ladies in the back 2 rows. So ladies in the front, I don't want you to sing this time. Old man rhythm. Oh, that's ladies. Ready? 1, 2, and.
Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use in singing the blues. Oh, I guess you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise?
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all. Good, okay. So, gentlemen, actually, everybody, put on an F chord. Don't play it. In that chord, which note did the ladies just sing? The A, right? Oh, man. Good. Gentlemen, I already told you how I like to arrange music. I want you to make an F chord, but I want you to put the C down on it. Good. Play that chord one time. Everybody, ready to go? Gentlemen, did you hear your note? Good. Watch this. Here's what the ladies' part does. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Hear it? Gentlemen, you're going to start on C. And you're going to do the exact same pattern. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Gentlemen, let me hear you. 2, 3. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ladies, old man, ready to ladies. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Thank you. Altos, if there are ladies that like singing low. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ready to go. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. It starts on what pitch, ladies? F. It's your F note. I've given the sopranos the A note and the tenors the C note. Okay? Altos. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Where did I get those notes from? Chord. And it's the string that is the E string that most of your notes come from. It's the chord from the ukulele. So altos, who's going to sing alto? Hands up. You're going to sing alto. You're the reason I'm doing this. Good. Good.
If I mess it up, then everybody's gonna laugh.
Well, no, just blame you. So, altos, I'm going to sing with you one time. Let me hear you. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Notice what I just did? I sang your part. No. I'm singing it up there.
That was high for an alto.
Old man rhythm is in my shoes. On an F, you're okay with that, right? F should be okay. Do it again. No, you're trying to sing it in my range. Don't. Ready? 1, 2, and... Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Sounds okay, huh? Good. Can I hear the sopranos with that, please? Sopranos have got the melody. Old man rhythm is 1, 2, and... Old man rhythm is in my shoes.
Ain't no use sitting in the blues.
So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Thank you. Could I hear the altos, please? 1, 2, alto. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Stop. Oh, sopranos, sing your part. Old, old. Ready? Together. 1, 2, and.
Old man rhythm is in my shoes.
Stop. Again. 2, 3, go. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Do you hear it? Can you hear the two parts? Gentlemen, come in on your note. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Got it? Here we go. 3 parts. Old man, old man, old man. 1, 2, and. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? If you're an alto, please stand. Good. Altos, can I get you to congregate over here, please? Together. Here, I'm going to help you out. Smooth that. Tenors, can I get all the men? All the men, come over to this side over here, please.
We don't need our uke, right?
I know. You're right. You don't. Tenors, come over this side. All the sopranos that are in the middle, squeeze together. Yeah, over this side. Good. You're all right. You're fine where you are, Ron. You're good. Good. Gentlemen, come in. So now what I want you to do is sort of come in and stand right in this area. Good. Yeah, that's right. You got the idea. So in other words, I literally want you right in this area. Good. Perfect. This is good. Good. Alto, see what the guys just did? Do the same thing. Come squeeze into this area. Sopranos, you're the rest, right? Gotcha. I got all our sopranos. You're seriously, are you an alto?
We're sopranos in the middle, we're sopranos.
Yeah. Why don't you come over and sing with them? Okay, here's you, sopranos. Notice this happens every time, by the way. All the ladies think that they actually are altos. I don't know. It's a wannabe thing. I don't know. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. I love altos. My wife's an alto. I love altos. Right here, soprano. Let me hear you. 1, 2, and. Old man
Rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting the
blues. So be my guest. You've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a
sea cruise.
Beautiful, and you don't have to oversing it. Remember, we're blending it, right? Can I please hear the altos? Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Good, you got it? Actually, you know what I'm going to get you to come on over here. Yep. Yep, right over here where I'm standing.
Oh, great.
Good. Lana, turn their way. Ready? Face them. One more time. Altos. Ready? 1, 2, and. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Okay, you want to match. You want to really be listening. And if you're not quite feeling like you're right in, get softer and then come up to where that pitch is. Old man. Sing that. Ready? And. Old man. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Now it's in tune. Good. You guys? Old man rhythm. Just us. Ready? 1, 2, and. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? And on the end when you do, won't you let me? All A's. Do A's. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Yeah, all A all the way. Got it? Altos, could you please sing? Old man rhythm. With you guys. Old man rhythm. Ready? 1, 2, and. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Good. Can I please hear the sopranos and the altos? Ready? Old man. 1, 2, old. Old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you've got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Did you hear it? Good. Can I hear the tenors and the sopranos? Old man, and more energy in your mask. Old man rhythm, eyebrows way up. Ready? 1, 2. A 1, 2, 3, and old man rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Good. Can I hear you guys come in? Can you hear it? Yeah. That's 2-part harmony. We're gonna add you guys in. Old man, old man, old man. Oh man, oh man. When I'm singing to you, I really mean it. 2, 3. 1, 2, and oh man, rhythm is in my shoes. Ain't no use sitting singing the blues. So be my guest, you got nothing to lose. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Understand what you just did? Go to ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? And on baby, it's 2 B flats. Baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? All 8 to the end. Got it? And you guys? Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? And it's all F on the end.
Okay,
Just straight F all the way through, okay? And when you go, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, it's the second half of baby that goes down. Baby, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Hear where it moves? So you got the first start in the same note. Okay, can I hear these 2 parts together? Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. 1, 2, and ooh-wee, 3, and ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Thank you. And ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. 3, and ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? You've got the third of the chord on the end. Keep that really up in your mask, okay? Keep it bright or it'll go flat. It'll drag the whole chord down. Can I hear the melody in there, please? Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ready? 1, 2. Sopranos only. 2, and ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Yeah, don't come in early on that 4. Don't come in late on it. Ready? One more time. Sopranos ready? 1, 2, ooh. Ooh-wee, 3. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? And it's ooh, not who. Hoo-wee. Not it's ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Who? You were doing a who? Yeah, I know you were. Yeah, don't do it the next time. I like that. I like the way you're learning there. Ready? Here we go. All 3 parts on ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, not hoo-wee. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, 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 ooh-wee. 1, 2, and ooh-wee, 3. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. 3. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Good. All right, that was better. Could you do something for me when you get to the end? When you go, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, won't you let me take you on a... And then you watch me. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Got it? You watch me for the end. Ooh-wee. 1, 2, that's your note, that's your note, that's your note. Ooh, that's your note. 1, 2, and ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Stop, that was gorgeous over here. Guys, I'm not sure what happened over here. Sea cruise, it's the same note. Ooh-wee. Yeah, well, don't rock the boat. Get this right. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? And if you're wondering, it's the open A string. Here, use it if you need it. Ready? Ready? Because I'm all about getting the right note. Ready? Here we go. One more time. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. 1, 2. Watch me on the end. 1, 2, and ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Pitch up. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Yeah, make sure you can hear. You guys, this means get off. Means get off the boat. Now, do you know how you close a pitch? cruise. I had to close with my tongue that time. Normally, it's all about closing air. See, cruise, ooh, ooh, right? Even that's got air. Stop the air. See, cruise. Okay, now I'm going to do something really funky on the end. What I'm going to do is going to be different than what you guys are doing. So you got to carry your part, okay?
We're not doing the S at the end, did you
Yeah, you do. Yeah, my point was you need to close the pitch at the end. You can't hold it, okay? Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. We're almost done here. Ready? 1, 2, ooh-wee. And on the end, C cruise, do your part. Ignore what I do, because I'm going to do something different. Ready? 1, 2. Ooh, 2, and. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Off. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? And this means off. It might be broken, I don't know. Sea cruise, just do sea cruise. Sea cruise, sea cruise, sea cruise. What's your last note? 2 F's, thank you. Here we go, ready? And now. Sea cruise. Aha, that's almost right. Ready? One more time. 2 and. Sea. I didn't do it. Do it again. 2 and. Sea. Cruise. And I will do it. Follow me. Ready? Sea cruise. And now. Sea cruise. And it's like I'm turning the tap off. Stop the air. Got it? Do it again. I'm going to sing a different note on the end. I want you to hold it. Your pitch, you don't get louder. Blend it. 2 and. Sea cruise. You got to admit, that sounded cool. Right? Do you know what I did? Anybody tell me what I did? I sang the 6th of the chord. I sang the 6. It's in the key of F. What note did I sing? D is right. And I went from your C, cruise, instead of the A note that I was singing with them. I went up, logically, it would be right to have you guys go to that D on the end. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? But sing it light, because it's not supposed to kill the chord, it's supposed to add to it. Ooh-wee. 1, last time. A 1, 2, and. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Pitch up. Ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, baby, won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a hand. Nice job. Very good. Please have a seat.
So what church are you doing?
St. Helen, or St. Matthew's, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
When you try to, when you choose the sopranos,
Yeah.
you always sounded low to me. Were you singing like an octave?
I was singing in my octave, which is 8 notes lower than them. So you naturally, as a female voice, are an octave higher than mine. And that's why 14-year-old boys, 13-year-old boys, 12-year-old boys are sometimes conflicted about singing. Is because they know their voice is going through a change. Don't pick on them. They know their voices are going through a change, and as they go through that change, they're self-conscious about it. When really, there are 2 ways that you can make a sound vocally. 3 ways, but one is your chest voice. It's your natural sound. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Then the other one is your head voice. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby, ooh-wee. Can you hear it? You can see it visually. Watch this. Do, do, do. Chest or head voice? Do, 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 do. You can see it. Now, I'm okay with that. Like, I embrace that. Okay, when I get to an F, I got to go into my head voice. I'm all right. I'm still singing an F. Doesn't matter to me. Lots of people, oh, there's something wrong with me. What? Well, I have to go up and it feels weird. And you know what they do immediately? Constrain the neck. Ooh, which is ooh, right? Like it's ooh, right? Right? So what you need to do, what you always need to be aware of, is just music. It's just music you're making. And it doesn't matter whether it's in your chest voice or your head voice. Hit the note. Don't be afraid of it. Hit the, and you heard that neat 6 chord on the end. Well, believe it or not, I was singing a D against the alto's C. In case you're wondering what that sounds like. See, now I love that sound. But there are lots of people going, oh, what's the matter with that? Nothing. It's a second. It's a cool sound. Especially when you add the like there's all kinds of stuff you add to it right away and you go, oh man, that's really neat. So I'm saying to you, embrace music, enjoy making the music, but you do need to know what you're doing. Otherwise it's a dark room with a bunch of chairs and stands in the way. So you notice in your package, this has no chords and it has no notes. I don't care what key you sing it in. It's a 1, 4, 5, 7. There's one augmented chord in it, and if you're in group 3 tomorrow, you might experience that. But ultimately, what I'm saying to you is pick the key you're going to sing it in, but sing it the right way. Ukulele players should not get a bad rap for not being able to sing. That's just wrong, because we can sing. And it's the one instrument, this is one you can take with you almost anywhere. This one you take with you anywhere. This is tough in the shower, not really good for the weather. This one I sound amazing. Okay? So I'm saying to you, folks, this is about music making, and I want you to be aware of what you're doing and why you're doing it. So, I said there were 7 components to a powerful music program. You've hit all 7 of them today. You've done music theory. You now have an understanding, probably more than you ever wanted. You've done notation reading, including rhythms and an understanding of how those rhythms tap into what you're doing. You've done strumming and chording so that you understand how to learn a chord, how to play a chord, what it's made up of, but also how to get it so that it sounds like that rhythm section that it needs to be to add to the music. Without a doubt, you've done ear playing. You've had to listen and play. Without a doubt, you've done scales early on, and we've referred to them over and over and over again. And you've done work on building harmony, including harmony with melody. Good night, ladies. And last but not least, you've actually worked at singing, choral singing, the right way. Working and focusing on rhythm, including complicated rhythms, things like syncopated rhythms that will give you a chance to make the music sound more interesting, but force you to have to listen to the beat. I have to tell you this. What's your name?
Leah.
Leah. Leah is, you must be what, 13? 12, okay. So Leah, I was close. Leah, who is a very mature young lady, you fit right in. Thank you today. Leah, and students in her age, if I went to them and said, I need syncopation, right? And I said, okay, guys, do this. Yatta, da, da, da. They go, yatta, da, da, da. No problem. I go to adults, because people ask me, what's the difference? Well, I go to adults and I go, hey, guys, go like this. Yatta, da, da, da. They go, what? Right? Yatta, da, da, da. No problem. What? Right? So I'm saying to you, I understand that there's lots here. But this shows you the capacity and the potential for this instrument. And why would you limit it to strumming, not rhythmically, and singing, not effectively, when the world of making music is in front of you? I hope that I've inspired you to at very least look at getting better. I know that the video that's here probably would support you in the learning that you've done today. You've done a lot of amazing things when you think about it. Everything from learning different places to play chords, to all the components I talked about, to improvising and how that works, to playing scales, to learning about chords, to learning about making choral music that sounds beautiful. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with you today, and I appreciate very much you took the time with me. Thank you. So, are there any questions that you might want to ask?
Could you come home and with us and lead our group?
Well, I actually, I actually have a wonderful experience, and I know I was down in Reno, and actually Sacramento is where I saw you, right, Doug?
Reno.
It was Reno?
We are second.
Okay. So a few of the folks have seen a program that I'm running out of Reno. It's solidly out of Reno now, but it's got adults who started 3 Septembers ago. And what I've done is I've taken them and actually turned it into a ukulele adult performing group. And this past summer, they did a 7-day tour of Hawaii, including the Hawaii Ukulele Festival and several stops in Hawaii. And it's been really a lot of fun for me to be able to do that. So much so, we've now started with a program in Vancouver. We've got a program in Calgary, another one starting in Seattle, possibly San Francisco in March. And so I'd come home, except that there's not enough of me to go around. Yeah.
Cloning is possible.
Cloning is, yeah. Maybe one of those printers that.
Would there be a possibility to have one in Salem?
I have to tell you what I'd be open to is to coming and working with you folks, but then there'd need to be a champion here. And it doesn't, I mean, I appreciate that Leah's here. I think you want to take anybody that's interested, who wants to develop. I think what you need is a champion here, somebody who would be here, who, I mean, I could come back and work with you, but somebody who would actually take it and work with it through, month in, month out. I mean, folks, what you experienced today, how many of you watched The Mighty Uke? Okay, that's what I did with Langley for all those years. The same kind of teaching that you experienced here from me is what I did with those kids. And I'd like to think that that's the reason they got to be so good. I'd like to think that that combined with their own natural talent and their motivation contributed to them being as good as they were. To the point where the neatest thing is that our son is now directing that group.
Wow.
And 3 years ago when I left, 2013, more than that, 5 years ago when I left, he continued to direct them. They'll now be doing the 25th annual performance at the Sheraton Waikiki this July. So when you have a legacy that continues in music and anything, that's very powerful. And I feel extremely blessed to have been able to contribute to kids' lives. And I'm excited about being able to contribute to adults' lives now.
Thank you.
Yeah, good. Yes?
Are we going to be on some kind of email list of yours where there was like a workshop or a ukulele festival or something in BC? Do you know that?
Well, that's a great point. I'll tell you your best bet right now is stay connected to Danielle. And I'll tell you why. I am actually looking at doing a festival in Canada. I am looking at incorporating it with James Hill, myself, my children. The fellow who started all of this was Chalmers Doan, and I'm looking at bringing him out as well. So I'm looking at doing a Canadian festival that would include giving adults a chance to come and play for each other, kids to get a chance to come and play for each other, and then to do a full-blown workshop after that. So yes, and I'm if anything I do, I will obviously go through the contacts that I've made and Danielle as well.
Do you think about doing that when?
No, not that far down the road. I'd love to do it next November, not next month, a year from now. I'd love to do that. I think it'd be a gasp. And Chalmers is 80, so there's a little bit of a yeah. And what did he tell me? He said, "I don't buy green bananas anymore."
Would that be in Vancouver?
Yeah,
Oh, in Vancouver.
yeah,
BC.
yeah.
That's where you live?
I do. I flew down yesterday, and I fly home tomorrow night, and then down to Reno next weekend, and then to Kamloops, which is in BC, then to Seattle.
How'd you get into Reno?
Doug Reynolds, who runs the Reno Festival, and he was great. And in fact, we're still partners on the Max Uke program that I run. That's still with Doug. What you experience for 3 hours, Max Uke is all day. Yeah, if you're tired now, imagine how I feel at the end of the day. Yeah. At any rate, I don't want to keep you any longer other than to again say to all of you, thank you so very much. And I'll be around. Good. All right. Good.